We're going to be going over lesson 66. Pretty short lesson. So we'll see how this goes. It's more of our proportions, but I'll try to show you another way of dealing with this as well. Let's first read the problem. The ratio of parrots to the number of macaws was 5 to 7. How many macaws were there when the parrots numbered 750? What I have drawn on this page is what I call a ratio box. And a ratio box is where we can organize our data. So on this particular problem, we're comparing the number of parrots, which is listed first, so I'm going to use P for parrots, and macaws is second, so it's second. And then our numbers are given to us in the same order. So the 5 represents the number of parrots, and we put that in our ratio column of our ratio box. And then 7 is the number of macaws. The question says how many macaws were there when the parrots numbered 750. So the actual numbers. They want to know how many macaws there were when there were actually 750 parrots. Now I have this third column or this third row with total because we're going to get to a point where we need to find the total, or they may give us the total, actual total of things, and so that's why that's there. And we get the total of the ratios by simply adding the 5 and 7, and so we could go ahead and do that. Even though that's not what we're looking for, we're not talking about that, we're not looking for that, we could still set that up and show the total there. Alright, now looking at this, focusing on just the parrots and macaws column, these two columns here, we can set up our ratio. It is as a ratio there, but we can pull it out and we can create that to look like what we've been working on, where we have our cross product of 5x equals, and then 7 times 750, and I will get that here, 7 the calculator's going. Get a different calculator. 7 times 750. I probably could have done it on the board quicker than I did doing this. 5,250. Then divide by 5. And that gives us that x is 1,050. Now that's using the cake or the butterfly method. Another way that you could do this and shorten it up a little bit would be just to look and see if 5 would go, 5 times what would give you 750? Well, 750 divided by 5, if you were to do that work, is 150. So if you took 5 times 150 to get 750, then we could take the 7 times 150 as well. And that would give us that value of 1,050. Again, I'll show you that on the next problem. If that didn't make complete sense on that, we'll look at it again in just a minute. Okay, so problem number 2. The ratio of the number of wrigglers to the number of squirmers. So those are our two items, wrigglers to squirmers. And the ratio is, in the order it's given to us, 13 to 2. And just to get in the habit of doing it, that's a total of 15. Now, when 26 students had the wriggles, so that goes here, how many were squirming? We want to know how many were squirming. So my proportion that I would set up would be 13 over 2. I'm just taking the two rows that have both pieces of information in there. So 13 over 2 is equal to 26 over x. Do your cross products. 13x is equal to 52. And then divide by 13. X equals 4. The other way, the shortcut to this would be if you recognize 13 times 2 gives you 26. So we need to take the 2 times 2, which would be 4. Either way, you get the value of 4. Now, they won't always work out nice and neat. Sometimes you could end up with a fraction for an answer, and if that's the case, then this little process right here will not work for you. But a lot of the times it will. Okay? So your assignment, as I told you yesterday, problem set 66, 1 through 30, and it's due Monday along with lesson 65. Have a good day.